I'm back again with another analysis. Today we're going to analyze the Apple chart. Prior to that, I will check out the news that just released today about this tech giant company. And we are going to analyze it via technical analysis with price action method. And we are going to start from weekly as always to have a better understanding of the history, jump into the daily and hourly time frames as soon as we get closer to the current time and current price. And based on them, we will come up with short, mid, and long-term conclusions um, to as a result of this analysis. And also, I've had a stream that I analyzed this stock as well about 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to have to actually give you an update on that because price just firmly moved exactly in a way that we were expecting. So let's start with the news. It's a title that Apple prepares for investment into producing its own movies. The key points are Apple has announced plans to spend 1 billion per year to produce theater release movies. The tech giant hopes that the high budget theater releases will lure subscribers to its Apple TV Plus streaming service, and it stands Apple's streaming service is lagging behind both Netflix and Disney Plus, of course, by subscribers. But anyhow, it is going to be positive news, and a lot of people are really get addicted to these products. So anyhow, for us, the chart is important. Let's directly jump into the chart and take a closer look to the weekly and see how it moves during the past few years. We can see that we have had an impulsive wave as we created these higher high here. And I can actually immediately grab my Fibonacci retracement tool to understand how much this has been corrected. We can see up to 38 percentage. So let's remove these and immediately add a call out here that we had um, have a reversal corrective structure to 38 percentage of Fibo here. And let's just take a closer look to his impulsive. It is really interesting according to the educational purposes, since I'm streaming due to that. So I would like to count the waves for you here as the 5 wave impulsive structure. We can see that this is our first a very sharp one ABC corrective structure here. And again, the third wave as our most powerful wave. Uh, Maybe this is the end of the third wave as it has a very strong, powerful, sharp momentum. However, after that, our because our second wave, which is our first corrective structure, was a sharp corrective structure. Now we are expecting that the fourth wave, which is our second corrective structure, then side wave corrective structure, according to Elias wave theory, and I'm seeing a descending triangle, and I can even count its waves as A, B, C, D, E as the minor waves. Let's uh, just choose a better color. And this is going to be our minor wave inside this fourth wave. And as you can see, after that momentum completing the triangle, it just created its last final fifth wave. And now we are seeing 30 to up to 38 percentage of Fibo as the corrective structure. So what I would like to do now, jump maybe into the daily view to get the well, have a closer look on these corrective structures. Seems not to be very sharp as it was 38 percentage, and also so long. It's a so long time that it has been continuing this almost arranged market. So I'm feeling some sort of sideways corrective structure, not very sharp, it's less than 15 percentage, and also very long according to the from the time perspective. So this is going to be our resistance level, which is a very powerful historical one on the top of this stock at the moment. So price has not been reached over this uh, level during the uh, past 2 years at least, and even not in the history. And also I can grab this rectangle and also draw some sort of a support here. That price has been reactive. Maybe I can extend this to the left, but I'm happy with this so far. So this is the start of our corrective momentum, and I can see that price is actually having a momentum in the range market less than or close to 38%. Now it has a better view. I can actually grab my wave counting to uh, clarify how it has been moved. This is my flat as it is moving in a range market, horizontal range market, and it hasn't created ABC. Also, the minor waves, these ABC, each of them are 333 format. It's a structure, so I can count the A as the ABC itself as the minor waves. Let's change its color, and also this one as the corrective structure of this flat, this ABC, it is obvious. And also I can see an A side wave corrective structure as B and the C here. So now we can see that this whole ABC, now you can see the details of that and to get some sort of confirmation that we are in a correct path of getting closer to the current situation. And now I guess it's a time to jump into the hourly to analyze this final momentum uptrend. So I can see the price has been reversed. I did not add these green arrows to these. We know that this feeble level as a support zone, how important is that? The price has just been reversed from these from the beginning of the year, and the stock is actually start increasing its value. So I can see that probably okay. What we're expecting before just taking a closer look. What is the next momentum after these waves? Let's jump back to the weekly again to have a bigger scale of view. So this momentum, this ABC, we know that we had that important impulsive wave. So this is the corrective structure and it seems to be completed. So uh, we are expecting that it continues this momentum to the top as one of the scenarios that we also discussed in the previous analysis. I will come back to an update very shortly. Um, or it might be the continuation of this range market as we might see a combo or triple corrective structure, something like that. But either case, in each case, doesn't matter which it is going to be the future path of this stock, we're going to see the momentum to the top. That's what we were expecting as the long-term conclusion in the previous analysis. But jump back to our review. I can see that uh, here and if we count it as the link, at least as the ABC, because this is the shortest one, so we can continue our analysis based on this scenario. If it is going to be an ABC, we can see the first impulsive, now the corrective structure, it has been broken, and now we are seeing a continuation But we also in the previous now, I guess it's a time to talk about our previous analysis. This was the point, I guess, in our previous analysis. Again, if you are interested, the link is in the description. But this is the point that we were talking about and analyzing it. I talked about maybe even just back in the history. So I talked about possible reverse head and shoulder. So I talked that this might be our left shoulder, and this is going to be our head, which now it has been completed. I will come back to this just in a second. And this was our possible right shoulder, but now it is our right shoulder. We were expecting a little bit of momentum down as it exactly happened, and then going back to the top to break down this resistance level, this hourly level, not here, of course, should be here. As you can see, 3 times price reacted to this, but now it has been got broken, and that possible inverted or reversed head and shoulder. Now it has been got created, and this resistance zone, as the neckline has been broken, now the pattern is completed. However, as the short term, we can see that price is struggling here because it had a breakout on this hourly structure. Maybe we're in a very short term, maybe today or tomorrow, we're going to see a possible just reversal to retest this and continue its momentum uh, to, for retesting it. And this zone will be reacted as support this time due to polarity principle. And then after that, we are going to see the start of our previous midterm analysis to the top. Now it is going to be our maybe a still midterm, because the short term might be a reversal back to create some sort of a retest, and a midterm continues its momentum to the top. So uh, this is what happened. This is what we were expecting, and now I'm guessing this uptrend momentum is going to be continued. We have that streaming news on Apple Plus, Apple TV Plus. So yeah, that might also impact this momentum to the top as well. So with that in mind, which we were expecting, and we are still actually uh, sticking to that analysis, but this was the update, and as a short term, we might see some sort of reversal, maybe a little bit even more down. That's even possible to rest a little bit and then continues this momentum to the top. And as the another way of finding out the target. This is the length of the head to the neckline, and from the breakout point, we're going to see almost get very close to this level, maybe as the first momentum. But also, if you want to um, see how we can measure the target of this next C, so this minor A, oops, sorry, this minor A and this B, which this retracement tool, it does not really give us a room to see them. But anyhow, this was our B here. So this as A, B, we can see that it uh, now has been reversed. And yes, the 161 as the third wave, which here is C, might be the possible to moving up to that. But also we can see that the head and shoulder pattern, if remove these, and if I maybe I need to draw it more accurately to this bottom of this one. So now it is now closer to the first target, to 127. So this is the target of this inverted head and shoulder. But also it is possible that it moves, it continues its momentum bullish momentum to top to 161 percentage, which is the highest historical zone. And of course, this is the start point of that. It might be even continued. Anyhow, we talked about the short term and mid term. Also, we can take a closer look to our long term. So I would like to remove these because if I jump to the weekly view, these are not going to make sense. So I would like to just get rid of all of them. Now, after that, I can jump into the weekly to and reset the view, see what is what is going on, what we are going to expect. I guess we talked about it a little bit when I was talking about the update of our previous analysis. Again, the link is in the description if you are interested in. Anyhow, from this point, of course, this ABC is completed, so price has been reached to this level several times. I can see that the previous one, um, the C was sharp, but even after this sharp momentum, it created a dodgy candle. Here I can zoom in to show you, and this is an indication of reversal. This dodgy candle here at the top of this momentum to complete the B wave, a major B wave, and it reversed. This one is much slower, and we are expecting to move there. But after that, I'm expecting to actually count this. So my expectation is to count this as X and having another. If I can grab this arrow, I'm going to expect to maybe it is not working anymore. I would like to draw an arrow. Yeah, something like that. So a reversal. Then in that case, it is going to be our uh, this ABC will be my W, and then after that, I'm going to see this momentum to top as X, and another ABC, major ABC to down to this level might be the possible long or very long um, conclusion, but also it is possible to see a breakout here. Of course, this requires some sort of a retest and then a continuation of this momentum if it is not going to be the X but an impulsive wave. As I said, uh, maybe it is not going to be the case because even a more sharp wave it reversed, but maybe this time is another story, and this is the first wave. If we would like to count this as ABC, we really need to wait because talking about these long-term conclusions is not really wise. But this first wave was so powerful. If the third wave is enough powerful to reach out to the top of these, then in that case, I would like to see some sort of breakout, or even if it is that much going to be that much powerful to have our third wave here, then the fourth wave will be the retest. Then the fifth wave that it is showing a more powerful one. So for which of these scenarios it is, a powerful impulsive wave or a little bit weaker impulsive wave, or even if it is not impulsive wave, an ABC as X and a reversal, we really need to wait and see the price action up to this resistance zone, and then we can decide, okay, and see how price will react to this resistance zone. Then we can have a better understanding of a long term. That's why we can now just talk about different scenarios, and based on how price will react to the previous zones and how it is going to give the action, then we can decide which way and which path it is going to take. Anyhow, that was our long-term conclusion. Uh, this was a very good one, with in in comparison to our previous analysis, because it was so close to what exactly we were expecting. But anyhow, this was an update and also adding more information as the midterm and long term to the previous one. I hope you enjoy it. If you would like, you can watch other of my streams on my YouTube channel. If you have any question regarding these, you can actually jump into the Discord. You can find the link and ask your questions. Or if you're watching this stream as a recorded video, please feel free to put some comments, give me some feedbacks. It is highly appreciated. Anyhow, until next analysis, thank you for watching me, and I wish you a great week.